The process of getting from this, which is the site as it was given to me by the designers, to this, which is the site with the dynamic menus, involves using three different technologies. We're going to be using XHTML, and of course you can do it with plain HTML. I prefer XHTML. It's more specific and more robust. And browsers tend to render things more precisely with XHTML than they do with plain HTML, especially Internet Explorer. We're going to be using CSS, cascading style sheets, for the formatting of the menus, and JavaScript to actually perform the fades and popping up these menus and like that. There's another technology involved called DOM, or the Document Object Model, which is how these three technologies get tied together. And in our lesson on the JavaScript, we'll be talking about the DOM a little bit, and you'll get an idea of how that fits in. So let's go ahead and take a look at this code in the text editor. This is just going to be a quick overview. We're going to get into the details in the next couple of chapters. So I'm going to switch to my text editor. I'm on a Macintosh and I'm using BBEdit, and this is the main HTML file. And again, this is XHTML. So these are the three main files that do what it is that we're looking at here. There's the HTML file, there's the CSS file, and there's the JavaScript file, and these are actually three different languages. Our HTML is very simple, and we'll go into that in some detail. We are using style sheets, so you'll see things like divs and IDs and things like that. You'll see that the JavaScript is called out in the event handlers on mouse over, on mouse out. Here's the CSS file, and all the formatting for the menu is down here under the menu section from here to the end of the file. And you see that it's fairly straightforward CSS. There's a bit of it, and the rest of this is just the normal document formatting that you'll see in any website that uses CSS. And then a lot of the magic happens here in the JavaScript file, and this is where we do things like setting the opacity for the fades, and the fade menu here, which sets up timers to do the fade, and things like this. And we'll go into this in a little bit of detail when we get to the JavaScript section. So those are the technologies involved. There's the XHTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. And that's how we do the magic of creating these menus. So let's go ahead and get started. In our next section, we're going to start with this plain version, and we're going to build up the XHTML to support the dynamic menus.